Hello everyone, welcome back to new nostalgic plays. My name is John and today we are continuing in Spyro the Dragon. So as you can see here, we went to the Crystal Flight last time and we are going to start in Alpine Ridge, so let's hop to it. Now there was a slight issue recording, so this is all post-commentary like last time. I find it's just a little more helpful. So this is Alpine Ridge, an interesting level. It's not my favorite, but it's probably my favorite so far. You'll see in a couple of videos later. It consists of two enemies. It consists of, actually several, but the two main ones here are these guys. They charge at you, and you have to breathe fire on them. You can't charge them, because it's like any other big enemy in the game. If it's a big enemy, generally you want to breathe fire onto them, which is fine. And they're slow, and your flame has like huge reach, so you shouldn't have a problem at all. Now these stupid little wizard guys aren't a threat. Once you get close to them, they tend to like run around. These guys can be a problem if you miss them. The guys with the staffs and the silver body, armor body or whatever. Because if you miss them, they can swing their staff and whack you. And you'll probably see that happen to me several times throughout this video. I hate it. And you should too. I don't know why I try to ram that. I should know better. But we get a 10 gem. That's good in my book. Now you can see in the distance, there's holes in the cavern. And you get to those later on. And it's a clever little design. And yeah, I gotta hand it to the game itself, because it clearly doesn't have the capability that other games do, but like we have now, that can render distances a lot better, so you have to work with what you got. Now let's listen to Zane.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Okay, thank you, Zane. Super helpful. Okay, so there's two ways to go from here. We can go left, or we can go this way. Now I went with this way. I should have gone left first, but it doesn't really matter. It just involves a little more backtracking. I think I missed a gem to my left? No, I didn't. This is an unfortunate death. You want to jump as soon as the wall goes up, pretty much, because then it goes back down. But it's not that difficult. You will see me lose a ton of lives, just because I'm bad at this game. Right, so you'll see he raises it, and then you go for it. Yeah, that works. Yeah, and then if you're as good as me, you can just spin around all flashy and just barely hit him. So this is a lot more platforming, and I've noticed as the levels progress, there is more platforming and it's more difficult, as the game should be. It can't be on easy street, it can't be the first world all over again. Okay, this guy's easy, got plenty of time to jump over there. To Eldred.
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So these guys need charge. So I do slightly better on this level, only because I had to actually record over it again. There was a big issue when I did it the first time. But you know, we're back into this, no problemo. I imagine they put two of the big guys down there to make the pit seem a little more menacing, but it's not. Actually, the smaller the enemy in this game, I find, the harder it is. Because they either can swing faster, or they're harder to hit, and most of them you can't just breathe fire and take them out. Lickety split. I'm about to do some backtracking again. I almost got hit by this guy. And I say that about the big guys because I don't really pose a threat until later on. Like these, they slowly saunter towards you. It wasn't a glitch, just like caught in the wall with the camera. Down here, there's two of them. There's this guy, and this guy almost gets me. It's just pure luck that I breathed fire on him. Nope. And this is what happens when you stand too close. You get hit. But I want to take a little bit of time while I get ready to go backtracking some more. To talk about my favorite level in the game, which was probably the ice level so far. I don't really remember this level all too much, but there are some levels I do remember. And I will point those out when I see them. But the ice cavern level that we had to jump across. Oh, let's listen to Xander again.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the magic crafter world.
I swear we listened to Xander already. But as I was saying about the ice cavern world, it was a giant circle, and it managed to capture that exploration field, like the high cliffs, I forgot the name of the level, where you actually had to go around the building and take a bit of a leap of faith. We don't really encounter that again, not yet. I think we might in the next level, which might be the Wizard's Peak. That's an interesting one as well. But this level has kind of obvious locations that you should be jumping towards. Like this one, you could see that there were chests up here, so the only logical way to get around them is to get to a high point and then glide. There's an egg here. There is only one egg here, 500 gems. I should be checking that menu at the start of every level, but I kind of neglect to. Let's listen to Kelvin.
Remember that these blue thieves haven't stolen eggs only in the magic crafter world. Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Getting dragons. So, something that I do remember being here, and I do come back and get all these gems, is running faster by jumping and running at the same time. You just hold, I think, square and X, and you do run faster. I remember debating about this with my friends when I was younger and playing Spyro, and then I told them you run faster, and they didn't believe me. But I'm 100% sure, I'm like 99%, 98% sure. And Ice Cavern did kind of have an obvious, it's not an obvious, it's just a tell. It has a sign, basically, where you should be jumping to. And like at the end of the level, there's a platform with, I think, 4 or 5 lives. And the only way to get to it is by going to the start of the level and then jumping off and kind of blindly gliding in a general direction until you land on the platform. That's a leap of faith, and there is a sign, but I still haven't really found another level like the cliff level where you had to fly around the building. I love that one so much. Because it helped feed into that feeling of exploration that I got in Spyro games. This is an interesting part. So you see, you have to kill this wizard who may or may not summon a guy right there, but you'll find that I can't complete the level. Well, I can complete the level, but I need 100. I need all the gems, and I can't get that without an enemy popping up. And I have no idea why he wasn't there. I don't know if it's a bug or if these guys actually spawn them or not, but we will see in a second because I have a bit of a surprise. and it's that I suck at platforming. So we're gonna die here, which is actually for the better, as you will see in a second. Gliding back over is easy stuff. Okay, so you see them duking it out. But he didn't kill him. But he wasn't there last time for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oop. But since he's here now, we can kill him and get the gem. Okay, pick up this orb. Collect enough of those, you get a life. It's very useful. Enemies only drop orbs after you've killed them once already and collected the gem that they drop. Otherwise, you can't. Yeah, that would have been bad. Okay, breathe fire on all these guys and you're good to go. Basically. So this guy can, you can get him. Just takes a couple of tries. And there's the gem. It's a red gem, so it's only 1 point, but that's 500 out of 500, and we can glide back and finish up this level. I like the color of the level. I like the level itself, but it's not my favorite. At least the platforming is kind of fun. There's some levels where the platforming just gets annoying. Or maybe some of the level design gets annoying, but I'll talk about that once we reach there. And I think we might end this video. I'm trying to do 2 worlds of video, and that works out most of the time. Except for the times it doesn't work out, and then I'm screwed. Okay, so we are back in the hub world, which is the Magic Crafters world, I believe. Doing some double check, collecting some orbs. I do get hit here, I think. I don't know. Made it alive. Okay, back into the high caves next. So really, this is the route you should be taking. It should be the level we just did, and now high caves. I hate this level, and I actually do remember it. If only because of what's inside those caves. So let's see, we need 2 eggs, 500 gems, and 3 statues. Not too bad. Okay, so the enemies here are the big wizards from the level that we just did. And these hurricane guys, which are very frustrating, and you will probably see me get hit by them a lot. Yep, there's one. Believe it or not, I did manage to go through this last time before the recording got all messed up. But them's the breaks. Let's listen to Cyrus.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Okay, so he calls them green druids. Another platform section. I really like this area because it's just it's tucked away, it's hidden, and don't actually think this is the level that I remember, but there is one later. I do recall there's some very frustrating parts about this level. This is not that difficult. Platforms are very wide, they move fairly slowly, and if you can time them when they come towards you, you'll be fine. Druids, I don't think they actually have an attack. You can see a hole in the mountain up there. We do get to that in a bit. Okay. So this is where it gets a little weird. 3 fairies down there. I almost thought they were enemies at first, but they have a purpose: to save you from falling. So no matter, I'm pretty sure it's no matter where you fall, they will get you, pick you up, and then drop you off right here. It's not like it's an inaccessible area, it's just an easier way to get there, I guess. And there's 2 places to run to. And I chose this one, if only so that I could go this way, but thankfully the fairies will pick you back up, and you get to see me fall quite a lot more than what I had originally planned. And I had originally planned to not fall at all. Yep, that's off to a rip-roaring start. We can break these fairly easily. And let's talk to Ajax.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
It's these stupid spiders. Now, spiders don't freak me out too badly. I have no real problem with them. You know, they do their thing, I do my thing. But these guys creeped me out when I was younger, and very frustrating in this part because I can't remember how to defeat them. And you have to defeat pretty much every enemy in order to get all the gems. In order to get 100%. So we are going to take a die right here. It's not too bad. Take a moment to do exploring for the rest of the area. That's so frustrating. There is a way to defeat them. It's not terribly difficult. And it is not charging. Well, yeah, well, charging apparently does do the trick, but charging can't get some enemies that you will find. And you also can't get up here if you're charging, because running and jumping makes you jump very little and doesn't really help you at all for some reason. I hate the feature of running and jumping, because there's ledges like this, and they're exactly this height that makes you stop mid-run. It's not really a complaint. It's just a design, I guess. Alright, we're gonna sneak a kiss from this fairy, and this is how you take down these stupid spiders. It gives you a flame breath, and I don't know why I waited around to pick that up. This is a limited use anyways. I missed the blue gem, but we will turn around and get that. Gotta give my brain a second to pick back up. Now, I'm not entirely sure if what I do in a few minutes is the correct thing to do or not, but it worked, so I'm gonna say it is. We get the flame breath, and the cavern's designed in such a way that it makes you go out and around, sorta, to get to the other side. It's frustrating because you can't get to the end of the cavern, I don't think, without losing your fire breath. So the only way to kill that guy is to either be good with your running, if you're charged up, that is, or I don't know. So I had this crackpot idea. What if we went to the ferry, as we're about to do, and instead of going through the cavern, we go this way. Okay. And it worked. We got the kill. Now that is not it for this area, unfortunately. But this is kind of teaching you to use the speed boost to get around. You know, if you've got a speed boost, you can use it to do like a super glide, but you're not really gliding, you're just propelling yourself like a big jump. We learned last time that being close to these things will kill you, so not flat out, but they will deal damage. Somehow missed that one. Not sure how. Okay, so that's it for this room. Don't even think there's anywhere else to go up. But from here we can definitely glide over to there. And there's a section over there that we need for the rest of the coins, and I think there might be an egg thief over there, or this is the only egg thief. Watch as I'm terrible at smashing these chests. I hear the annoying sounds of this stupid thief. It's not that big of an issue though, once we get over to him. We're gonna utilize the running jump. I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's a feature. Ow. Right in the kisser. Okay, let's grab all the gems in this room. That was it, if I recall. And go backwards. Because as you can see, I've definitely missed some gems. There's nothing in this room. And then a sludge would come out on. Speaking of running and jumping, as you'll see in another level later on, it's very frustrating to try and run through a level that has ledges or small steps because you have to stop running. And to stop running just kind of breaks the pace of the game. I jumped down here just to get on the ferries. But I do remember in Spyro 2 that when you glide, you can actually, I think you hit triangle or something, and that will take you, it will like, as soon as you're near the ledge, you hit triangle, and then you kind of jump up slightly. Like you break and you jump up. And that gets you like onto a ledge.
Try combining supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Okay, that dragon had no bottom jaw. Don't know why it was just clipping through his neck. So be it. Okay, jump on the ferries, have them take us back. I think we're only missing 50 gems. I think that's what it said. Okay. So I wanted to come over here first and not the cavern, and you'll see why, because I have it in my head that I can get there by other means. This is a little annoying. Let's just grab these gems first. 10. Another 10. And 5. So that just gives it to you, basically. Okay, that was lucky. So you can actually break the sequence of the egg coming down and like landing on you and then you getting the egg if you're falling off the edge. So Spyro is still in motion without you controlling him, like I just fell off the edge there. Then it breaks that sequence. It doesn't do anything, but like maybe speedrunners might use that as some kind of strat. I really doubt it though. But then again, I don't know. seen a Spyro speedrun. Say that 10 times fast. I would like to, though. Maybe one day I will speedrun this game. Attempt a speedrun. Okay, so from here we can now use this ramp and leave. I hate how they don't give you that much room. Okay, take out this opportunity to just save. There we are. Alright, so in the next level, I think we're going to go to Wizard's Peak, and then the final level? Not too sure. If you'd like to see more content, well, I'm going to keep doing that, then leave a like and let me know, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to see future stuff. Until next time.